Talking to the people.
It should be loud now. Okay. Okay, we are now live. Hey everybody, welcome back to the LashayVenturePodcast. I have a special guest here. Can you go ahead and introduce yourself to the world, please?
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Dev the actor, aka Arnell, aka Devin, aka all of that. Yeah, Dev the actor. What's going on, everybody?
Can you tell them a little bit about yourself, like where you came from and how did you get into the acting business?
Straight shooter. I am learning so much. I'm just trying to keep it short. Uh, I am an actor, obviously. I am a musician. I'm a trainer. I am a personal trainer, actually certified. I'm a mentor as well. I have my own nonprofit. Um, we also keep it quick. We keep it quick with that right there. Yeah, yeah.
So, what made you get into these different industries, like the ones that you're telling us about?
Every single one had um, a different spot and different place in my life, like from growing up to where I am right now. Obviously, my entire family we're either musicians or athletes, some kind of form of entertainment. Um, some kind of form of that. I coach basketball. I played basketball. I ran track and did all those things. I was in a band in college. I went to Grambling State University. Shout out to the G. Played a trombone there. I traveled around, born and raised in New York. Then, for some reason, my mom took us from New York to a small town by the name of Little Rock, Arkansas. And never knew where Arkansas was until I moved down there, which grew me. Which grew me. Then, I ended up going to Louisiana. I moved to St. Louis. Now I'm in Dallas. So every single part of my life has something going on. So I got a little bit of culture from everywhere. Whether it's the music, whether it's the acting, whether it's entertaining. I've been entertaining my whole life. Like I've been doing this, but I just got into acting 2 years ago. And God, I've been doing this big one. I say that.
What's your favorite thing about the acting?
Uh, I would say creating, man. Really creating. This therapy for me, honestly. Just being able to go into a space where I'm able to take somebody's idea that they just wrote down or, and putting it out there for everyone. I'm a creator. I'm a writer. I started writing poetry, man, when I was like 7 years old. But it was like a hidden talent that nobody really know about. So yeah, I had my first rap group in the sixth grade. We was called yeah.
The sixth grade.
It was three of us, man. We were called like no, was it sixth grade, seventh grade? I think it was either seventh or eighth grade. I think it was seventh or eighth grade, but it was called 12-Year-Old Billionaires. And we was recording on like little cassette tapes in my biology class. I remember, man. We was dope. We had a song, man. Our hit song was called "Crush It Like a Jelly Bean."
Crush it like a jelly bean. Y'all know y'all was like crush it
Yeah,
like
it
a
was called "Crush It
jelly
Like a Jelly Bean." R.I.P. to my boy Gabe, man. He actually passed away a few years ago, um, but yeah, it was dope. So I've been doing this for a while. Then I actually got into college, and I started another group called Wax Stuff Records. Shout out to Wax Stuff Records. None of us could really rap, but it was like we're all comedians, man. Shout out to those guys. We're all fun, man. We used to do a lot. I actually say that we were the 85 South Show before the 85 South Show. We legit
Okay.
would do skits all around. What up, though, y'all? We would legit do skits all around the campus, man. Grambling, Louisiana Tech, wherever we go, we had the cameras. We were the school spirit. Like we had the shirts, we had everything. But if YouTube and TikTok and all that was big at that point in time, how it is now, ain't no telling. But it just let me know that I was aligned for what I was doing and where I am right now. So it's all God's timing.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
what is your favorite project you have worked on so far? with acting? Because you haven't acted that long.
Ooh, man, I've done so many projects to say which one is the best one. They all took on a life of their own. I love them all. I would say my best role, or I won't even say my best role. My favorite role so far has had to be I was a pastor in Carmen Hills.
Mm.
I got had the chance to be my frat because I am in a frat. Shout out to Alpha Phi Fraternity Incorporated. You already know what it is, ice cold. Um, had to get that out there. So I was a frat in college, and then we grew up, and then I became a pastor. So I was a pastor in the movie. Obviously, y'all got to go watch it to see what happened to me. But
Of
uh,
course.
so I would say that was probably one of my most at the time. That was probably one of my most emotional roles, one of my more challenging roles. That one, and then I was a captain in um, My Brother's Keeper, which is out now. I played Captain Robinson. I was able to, get a little bit more time in there where I was able to, be a hard police captain. So I would say those two are probably my favorite so far. Um, but the ones I've filmed that's not out yet, which is taking me to a different level. Now those ones when those come out, those are gonna be something totally different. So the ones that you go see right now, those two would probably be um, my top two. Then I would throw in Murder on the Blade because I really like Murder on the Blade. That was just a good project as well. So yeah, but they all been fun. They all been fun.
So how did you step into the pastor role? Like how was it? Like was it emotional? I mean, like how did you
It
feel?
was It was definitely emotional because if people watch my Facebook or the stuff I post on social media, I'm always posting about God. I'm always posting something like you gonna scroll, you gonna see something inspirational, you gonna see something, man, that I feel like is all related to my life. Literally, everything that I post when it comes to that is related to my life or somebody that I know. Um, and it's just uplifting of something that I'm either going through or something that I've gone through. And so for me to do that pastor role, I was really I was ready. I had a whole sermon ready to do that I felt like God put inside me. So I actually threw some of that in there. So
Mm.
shout out to RKP. They had something for me. So I actually had to learn a little bit of that, but I actually used my own judgment with that part. The pastor, when people go see it, man, see, I'm putting y'all on. When y'all, wherever y'all are, when y'all go watch this show, this movie, y'all gonna be like,
I'm in
okay,
Houston, so whoever
now it
watches
makes
it
sense. Now it
probably
makes
is
sense.
in
But it was emotional. I would say it was real tears on that set for a lot of the stuff that was going on because again, the story that's being told is actually a true story. Besides the extra stuff that y'all see later on. But it's actually a true story, and it was like how they say like you got the 300 whatever degrees of connect or whatever that stuff is they be saying. Um, that story was connected to somebody that I knew that we didn't even know we knew each other. And it's crazy. It's crazy. So it kind of like hit home. Um, but just as I said, being that actual role, it gave me some different a different option on how I wanted to be as an actor, and then it's just kind of like elevated me to a different place with my range and what people normally see me at
spiritually.
or things. So yeah,
Spiritually, you think?
everything, all of that, all of that.
Mm.
One of my boys that was actually on the set, he was like, "Bro, you about to take me?" He said, "Man, I felt like you was the real
Gonna
pastor.
take
I'm
me to
about to go
church,
to church for real."
yeah,
I was like, "Yeah, man, that's how it's supposed to be. That means you're doing your job well."
yeah.
So, like I said, if I mean, obviously with movies and things, you cut things out and all of that, but I feel
Mm-hmm.
like if there was always like how they used to do it back in the day, they had this and then they had like deleted scenes, and
Mm-hmm.
if there was a deleted scenes part of that and they played that the actual sermon, they'd be like, okay, yeah, yeah,
You was into
that's
it.
what
You
it
played
was.
it. Yeah, you played
Yeah.
your part, but you was really into it. You was really having church while you was.
Ah, yeah, ah, yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
I was having church. I was having church.
yeah.
Which is funny because growing up, like they used to call me church boy. Um,
Wow.
like, literally because I was always dressed up. My mom made sure we was dressed up. No matter where we went, we was dressed to the T. Always be presentable because you never know where you gonna go, who's around, whatever it is. And I would be in school with my slacks on, button up, ties, shirt like At the time I was like, I ain't this is what I'm supposed to do. But now to hear, to do these roles growing up and to see where I am mentally, to see where I am like with my mentor and to see where I am like just leading and guiding people is like I was already that. I was church boy for a reason. Like that was God already. He was grooming me as a kid and I didn't even know it. So yeah.
How do you like the mentor? Do you mentor kids or adults? Who do you mentor?
Kids they became adults now. So I've been working in education for 17 years now,
Oh
in
wow.
some capacity. Yeah, high school boys, middle school, I was doing it all, and it's really because it's like I felt like I think my mentors growing up were my coaches or like my band directors, things like that. Obviously, I got my uncles and all that stuff, but it's a different kind of relationship. Um, I had my dad, at times,
Hmm.
So shout out to Pops. We got a better relationship now, which developed after I got into college, but what I mean? Stuff happens for a reason. Um, so for me, it was always like, let me be that big bro. Let me be that, that guy that I know these kids really don't
Okay.
have. If you think about a lot of the kids in our schools, the percentages of single moms with young men in their homes is extremely high. And so
I
for
am one
me,
of them. I am
I
one of them.
became that whisperer. I became that young man whisperer, man, where I'm able to like get these guys to exceed past their wildest dreams. I was just saying today, I mean, actually, this next week is my last group of seniors that I coached since I've been in school. Like I said, I coach basketball, and they're all getting ready to graduate. And that was, man, that was God.
Biggest
Just being able
accomplishment.
to, yeah, it is because a lot of those guys, man, they came in trouble, and then with me working with them and their families and things like that, man, we put
Big.
grades first. Grades
Yeah.
first. I mean, sports last. And if we're connecting through basketball, then I was the kind of coach where it's like, man, I don't care what your mama say. I don't care what your daddy say. If your grades ain't where they gonna be, you're gonna be sitting down. We're not playing. All that kind of jazz like that. And it took off. And so every single kid when I first started coaching at the school I was at in St. Louis, I believe the GPA for the basketball team for the boys was overall like a 1.8 or something like that. Kids are just dropping out. They could play one semester, they couldn't play the next semester. And when I sat down with every single person, I would put in a different plan to help them. I built relationship with teachers, so when you got the teachers on your side, they'll be more inclined to work with these kids. Um, our graduating GPA, man, when I left was 3.4.
That's
So from
good.
1.8 to 3.4. Kids going to college, kids getting scholarships, kids actually playing. Actually, one of my guys, Jalen Hampton, man, he just graduated from, I think it was Arkansas State. And he was one of my first kids that I coached that I know that still stayed playing basketball at the highest level and going on to do better things now. So shout out to him. Um, but it's just resilience, man. I feel like no matter who it is, kids recognize real.
They
Um,
do. They
they
do.
they recognize if you genuine or not, and if they gonna rock with you or not.
They
By the
do.
shoes you wear, by the clothes, by the shirt you got on. If they can find something that they can relate to you with, that's your way into their lives. Because that was your way of like, okay, you know what? Oh man, you like them too? Oh man, what no matter what it is, if you could get in there with them, you got them. And so I just gave y'all a tip, y'all. I just gave y'all a tip. Um,
Did it
so
like
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
turn you into like dad mode sometime? Like
Oh,
like
absolutely. Oh yeah. It's definitely dad mode. And I don't baby kids. I didn't even baby my own kids. When my
yeah.
kids were babies, I didn't baby my kids. So I don't baby nobody else's kids. Is real like because you got to think a lot of them are coming there. They're already babied. They're sheltered. That's my baby. No, we don't do that. No, no. Stop that. We ain't doing that here.
Team. That ain't your baby on
No,
the team.
no way. And I'd had parents come up to me, man. I had parents come up to me like, man, coach, you talk. Yeah, I talk to them the way I need. I gotta talk to them because certain kids. I realize that every year you teach your kids differently. Every year the generation of kids in the world changes. due to parenting, due to access, due to whatever. So you have to be able to adjust your leadership patterns for the kids that you're working with. That's adults. That's who, no matter who it is. That's the young ladies. That's the young men. No matter what, you have to adjust. So how I was coaching my kids, back in 2012, I can't coach the kids like that in 2024. They're not the same. They're not
Yeah.
the same. A lot of people forget that you can't use the same
Method.
teaching patterns and teaching methods as the year before. You just can't. You got to adjust
Every year change.
every year. So, but the thing that stay consistent for me, man, is understanding that build a relationship first, get their trust first, and then you adapt to every kid differently. But you still give them that respect. I don't know how many times I was ugly A dude and a BA dude and all that. And I'm like, yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, y'all. But come back tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow I'm gonna come back and love you the same way.
Yeah.
And they usually come back because I always say, man, you gonna need me before I need you. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
real big on, all right, I'm gonna stay over here on my side over here. But
I
I
was saying
guarantee you,
myself, I'll let you do you. And
yeah,
when you come back
yeah,
to your senses, yeah, I'll be
all
here.
the time. Hey,
I'll be
Brooks, man, I need, yeah, I knew you. Let's talk about yesterday first. I ain't gonna hold it to you, but let's talk about yesterday first, man. But yeah, that was me. And that's how I conduct myself with adults, even right now. It's adapting. You can't come to everybody the same way. You can't trust everybody. I always say, man, trust nobody, but watch everybody.
That
And
part.
that's me. I don't trust too much because, uh, anyway, we get to that later. But yeah.
Say it again.
That's a whole other story
But
right there.
like with the have you ever thought about doing like for like men,
Yeah,
like
I do.
adult men?
Yeah. So one of my programs that I did, and I'm actually working on this right now. Um, it was a program I started called Dudes, Dads, and Donuts. And my first year, we had over 500 people there, just based off of just word of mouth and just spreading. So I had different groups of men come with their sons. It was just all men doing whatever. And we had different classes, man, that we were teaching life skills. We was teaching community. We was teaching how to, it was so many different things. And it got wind really, really fast and it became annual. So we were doing them, and every year it got different people at the highest level, politicians, governors, mayors, chief. Everybody started to see like, man, what is this dude doing? Like, where did
Mhm.
you come from?
Yeah,
But it was my initiative to get men back involved in the schools.
yeah,
Even if they weren't in their kids' lives outside of that, they had an opportunity to come to this space where we was able to just talk. We was able to get some information. We had a panel of different professionals, professional men that was on all different kinds of walks of life, and just giving knowledge and just giving energy from wherever. And even to this day, man, people still hit me up like, "Hey, man, when your next project? When your next thing?" But I'm like, I'm in Dallas now, so now I got to start it in Dallas. That was initially my goal when I first moved to Dallas, was to put it in Dallas Independent School District. So I'm still, working the kinks out with all of that. But
so
like I said,
do you want to travel the world with it? Like, do you
oh yeah,
want to like
definitely,
in different
definitely,
states? Because I really
definitely.
feel like that would help like being get back into because men have or not, a lot of men are involved in a lot of things no more. Not even church. Like it's you see more women, doing things that you see men, and I really think it's because the mental health situation as well.
It's
Y'all don't
a.
talk, y'all don't speak out, y'all don't say things, y'all kind of harboring inside. So I think that would be. That's why I asked you what you do in
I
different
think
states.
I think to go off of what you just said, actually right now, statistics say, man, more African American men are more into their kids' lives than anybody. Now, I think because we understand now, people understand the importance of actually having those men around, even if it's just to give the mother a break or whatever. It's like if you could put your differences aside for your kids, their well being, because that's really who it's all about. You can do that. But yeah, I actually have an interview that I did. Well, it wasn't even an interview. It was actual on the panel. And I mentioned that my first year, and I was like, you know what? I want my stuff to be global. I want my stuff. And one of the guys was like, let's start right here first. And I was like, why do I got to start right here? Like, no,
yeah,
my stuff is meant to be global.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
meant to
yeah.
travel around the world. It's meant to do this because how I've set it up. Like I am the business. So if I go to another state, guess what? My program is there as well. If I
Yeah.
go to another city, guess what? My program is there as well. Now it's just the resources. Now it's just getting the people to that want to be a part of the team, that actually share my values, that actually share my vision, that actually share what it is that I'm trying to do, and have that those goals of actually, changing the community. When I became an alpha, my interview, I told them first off, hey, I want to change the world. I meant that. As a
Yeah.
7-year-old, I said I want to change the world. And teenager, I want to change the world, and I have not wavered from that.
You still
Now,
want to change the world. That's your vision of changing the world. Yeah.
yes, that's what God put me on this earth to do, man. That's why He has anointed me, man. Like the things that I've gone through, the things that I have encountered, the people that I've met along the way, those have been all been shaping me for what's about to happen now.
That's a blessing. That's a blessing. That's a blessing for you to even want to do something like that for men as well. Like, because like
Yeah,
you said, a lot of these children, especially young boys, they don't have the mentor, and you've been through it, so you can be able to help them. It's
yeah.
always good to have a voice, and for you to want to do that globally, I respect it.
It's it's really like I think we there's not too many safe spaces for men to actually feel like they can actually talk and actually um be who they really want to be. And so when I created my event, I gave that space for that. And there's other places now, where people are doing these things, but I feel for me, it is just me, just how I am. Mine was legit actually that space where like, all right, yeah, come on. Let's talk. Let's see how we got to do this, and it's impactful in the kids. It's really is like the kids that may not even have that. You didn't even have to have a son, but if you brought or you came for yourself, or if you brought somebody with you, it changed. The narration of how everything was going and how we were, and so I just got to do it now on a larger scale. That's it. On a larger scale now.
So, do you incorporate like the programs, like say how you do acting and you do music? Like, do you incorporate that in your in the I'm
You
telling your business.
thinking?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You thinking? No.
It's just creativity, like I'm asking you that because like to incorporate stuff like that, they make them want to push themselves even more, especially as young men, and then adults still as grown men, they push more to their purpose and push more into different programs and alleys, different ways.
Yeah, absolutely. That's part of my curriculum. I have see when I was in St. Louis, I didn't have acting. I didn't have the group of DJs and stuff that I work with now that show something different. I didn't have that, and so me coming here, that was God saying, "All right, I'm about to add to your program." Yes, I've incorporated that into my curriculum now. So the acting is into that. The DJing is into that. The different mentoring people that I've came in contact with now, it has now become a part of my curriculum to answer your question. So yes, I had said, so you already, I'm
No,
doing that.
it's just I'm just
It's
kind of like
expanding.
expanding, kind of like incorporating,
Yeah,
listening.
it's definitely expanding. People asking me, man, where's this link at? Is it live on Facebook? I'm like, I'm on the internet right now, y'all. I'm sorry. Um, but yeah, I think that I've definitely incorporated it, and I feel like I was supposed to take this break to do that, and that was just God saying, "Hey, I'm about to give you some more people to do this. That's gonna help you with your vision." And so everything I'm thinking about is like, yeah, it's definitely part of the program for sure.
Wow. Yeah.
Look at
Yeah.
the man. What? I'm
So
trying to
where
do it.
where has been your challenge with this? Like, I know you done had some challenges with this industry, like like with incorporating this. Have you had any naysayers, as they say, or like
Yes,
what has been your actual big challenge, and like what's your motivation to push forward with it?
I would say the challenges that I've had has always come from um, people just doubting. A lot of people doubting. A lot of people not like when I first came in here because I didn't know anybody. I didn't know uh, who were the top people, who were the lower people, who were the this people. I didn't know that. I just came in like, hey, I'm trying to work. I'm new to this acting game. Anything I do, I just want to be better. Show me how I could be better. And so everybody's more forthcoming with that. Everybody's like, yeah, man, you do you blah 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 blah. However, when you're new at something, you're good. Everybody's on your side with that. You're good. And then because they eventually you fizzle out, and then you level out with everybody else. So now you amongst them levels. It hasn't happened with me. It hasn't happened, and I feel like my flame is just growing. It's not fizzling down. It's actually getting better, and it's getting better. And so with
It's
me
God sent.
becoming better,
It's
yes,
God sent. Like
it
it's
is.
like it's God sent. Whenever it's God sent, like I told somebody, whenever it's God sent, you'll know because it's gonna keep building and keep growing. It's not gonna be no confusion with it. It's just gonna keep building and keep growing. And it was
And
just
like I
basically
said, it's not like it hasn't had any confusion with it because it is. There has been, um, those things. But for me, all those things is just getting me ready for the next level. You know what I mean? So I try to stay out the way, man. There's people that's gonna say dev this, dev that, dev that. But what they can't stop is or deny is don't nobody work as hard as me. Don't
mm-hmm.
nobody put in as much time as I do. Don't nobody help and try to encourage and push other people to continue to do what they're doing. I don't gatekeep. I don't do any of that stuff. However, I do protect my brand. I will protect my piece. I will push, promote, do all of that stuff. But for me, it's like uh, it's gonna come. Like
Yeah.
if you don't got no haters, man, then you're not doing something right.
Got no
Like
haters, you
haters
ain't
are
popping.
essential to the ecosystem. Like we need them.
Yes, that make you keep going. That make you keep going.
Like we need them. Like I said, they wanted me to stop, but it's not. I'm not stopping. I'm gonna
No,
continue
that's
to
right.
go.
Keep
And
going.
another thing is if there's somebody like you hear a lot of people that's like, man, I've been doing this for 10 years, 15 years, doing this, and something has peaked or something has not changed where you haven't gotten to that space or on this different level, but you're still here. For me, I'm a habitual learner. I love finding out new things. I love trying to figure out how I can elevate myself. And so for me, I ask after every set or every movie that I film, I go back to the directors and stuff and like, hey, how can I be better? What you think about this? Because that's just me. I don't care about nobody say if they were in a movie with me or they filmed or interviewed, they all have had that question because I don't like sitting where I'm at. I'm not content with where I'm at. So if
Yeah.
you got the juice, if you got the knowledge to help me and it's valuable, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna try to
Yeah.
apply it for the next one. And we talk quality over quantity.
Mm-hmm.
And I want people to listen to this when I say this because I see this all the time on social media, especially in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
Quality over quantity, quality over quantity, quality over quantity. I feel like with quality over quantity, it is based off the individual. There are some people who have a lot of stuff they're doing, a lot of stuff they're doing, a lot of stuff they're doing, and it's the same. There's no growth from movie one to movie 100. It is the same.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you have the quantity, but there's no quality. Then you have those that don't have the quantity, but they have three or four projects that are solid, like they're straight. They have one or the other. There are very few select individuals that have the quality with the quantity. You have 60 movies, 70 movies, and every single one of them are quality. You see the growth from movie to movie. You see the difference in the characters or with the range that you're playing. There's only a select few. So I feel like when people say that, you the overwhelming majority probably not doing it because they're not putting in the work. They're not doing the classes. They're not getting the work in. I like to say for myself, and this is for everybody when they go see this interview when this pop back up, you could look at my numbers of the projects that I've filmed. Of the movies that I've filmed, I think I have probably 15 movies out right now that you can actually watch. Um, from when I first started to where I am now. I'm a big critic of myself. So when I look at myself, I'm like, damn, you could have did this. Or man, approach this way, and you will see it in the next movie that I do because that's how I work. So when people look at my stuff, you're gonna be like, okay, yeah,
You go see
okay,
the process. The
better. Oh
process.
no, better. Oh yeah,
Mm.
we're doing. Oh okay, okay. I filmed 2 years, 60 movies.
Wow.
Um, 60 movies. Some of them, you know, what I mean, I don't promote them until they get ready to come out. That's just facts
Mhm.
because a lot of movies you will do and they won't drop. A lot of movies they get sent somewhere else. So until I know that it's getting ready to drop, I don't talk about them. I don't share them because what am I sharing a dead project for? Like for what? RIP to that movie.
Yeah.
But for me, no. When the movies drop, you will see it, and your peers, they can either hate on it or they're gonna really respect it. I think that I have a good. I'm respected a little bit. I'm not there yet because I don't. I'm gonna leave that to my what I was getting ready to say. I'm gonna leave that inside.
You're not
Uh,
fake. You real.
I'm not. I'm
And
not.
that's
I'm
very,
not.
very hard and very, very rare to find in the industry because the industry is very fake.
I'm
It
definitely
never
not a
exhibits
fraudulent
a
person.
lot of realness. So what you giving is coming from God. So it's not gonna always be the oh yeah, I want to mess with him or I'm gonna do a move with him. God gonna send the people. God send people to you.
I
And like
agree.
you said, you change in every project because you watch yourself. And then growth is better when you grow.
Like
You don't
even as a
want to do
musician,
the same. Like, people gonna get
like
tired of watching your movies. Like keep doing the
yeah,
same thing. Yeah.
yeah. I think with me, I don't. I can't sit in mediocrity. Like I don't want people to be like, man, you did great, man, you did good, man, all that, and it wasn't good. Like don't do that to me. You're doing me a disservice. Like when
You lied
my
to me.
man,
Yeah.
look, my group, I got a group called the New Wave Group, and all of us are all new and up and coming actors or actresses. And one thing we do is hold each other accountable. Like we talk. We'll send like our auditions before we send them out, so everybody could like critique them, or they'll send them to me and we'll talk about them, or we could even be on set and delivering lines, and they're like, "Man, how was that?" I'm like, "Man, that was trash. I need you to do better." Like that's how we talk because it's real. Because if I'm seeing it in real time before it begin to be filmed, you're gonna see it when you watch it. You're gonna
You
be
gonna
like,
be
man,
like, what is
what is that's not believable. That's not so
this?
don't tell me, I'm good when it ain't. Like I don't like that. That's not doing me because you're gonna go behind my back and talk crap behind my back anyways. You're gonna say something behind my back.
I'd rather
Like
be around somebody that's real, that's gonna tell me the truth. Don't tell me I'm doing good and I look a mess. Don't tell me I'm doing something right and I'm really wrong. Like just be real with me and tell me, like, look, get that together. Because why would I want you around me? That makes me want to push and do better when you tell me the real, when you tell me the truth. Even
nah,
if it's hard and it's core, sometimes hard and core is the best kind of advice to get.
I agree. Like I said, that's how I am with my when I mentor my kids. That's how I am with my real children. Like don't bring none of that nonsense over here because it's not gonna help you, man. And
Yeah.
too many times we be afraid. We be afraid to tell somebody something on your nose. You be looking at
Yeah.
somebody having a conversation and be like, damn, that shit on their nose, but you don't say nothing. No, man, something on my nose, man. You got me walking around here looking like a fool. I'll be serious, dude. Hey, men will look at you, your homeboy, and everything. You just be looking because you feel like, no, man, help the brother out, bro. Help him out.
Tell
Hey,
me
something on my
something.
face.
Yeah. Tell me what's wrong.
Man,
Like
what you doing? You got me all
I
in your
believe
face.
I believe I've gained to learn. I've begun to love people like that to tell me. Like don't just have me slipping and don't tell me nothing. Like I said, sometimes it's gonna be hard and core. Like my brother is very hard and core. He a pastor. Shout out to my brother Ellington.
Shout out
But
to
he's a
Pastor
pastor
Ellington.
and he a youth pastor and he does like the
That's
mentor and stuff like that as well. And the kids love him. If you don't want to get the hard in the core, you better not talk to him. Because he gonna tell you the real. He ain't gonna sugarcoat with you. Sugarcoat
that's,
nothing. The
that's
sugarcoating is
how it should
not enough.
be.
He's not
That's
gonna
how it
do
should
that.
be.
But I learned to love him like that. Like he's a brother-in-law. I learned to love him like that because I'd rather you tell me the truth than lie to me.
Yeah.
Even if it's hard. Because when you lie to somebody, you're not doing nothing but hurting them. So I like the hard and the core. Like give me the hard and the core. Even if it hurts.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
you should feelings hurt sometimes.
look, the truth is the medicine we all need.
Yeah.
And whether you want to take it or not, you need it because if not, you'll be walking around here like it's like relationships. Like
Yeah.
I don't. you're in a relationship and you got two different relationships going on in one because you feel this way, I feel this way. The
Mhm.
communication is not there because there was something there that was not said that should have been said, and we were sparing each other feelings, we were sparing all that, but you ain't doing nothing but hurting each other. And then you don't really hear about this until you get out of the relationship. Like, man, I didn't know that. Why
I
you
didn't
ain't
know
say
that was
that?
going on. Yeah, I didn't know you felt that way. Yeah, I just kind of held it
A
in.
disservice to the relationship. A disservice to the relationship. I can't operate that way. I do think that my open and honesty with a lot of stuff has messed up stuff because you may have wanted something different, but it's like I can't not tell you the truth. Like I could try to deliver it a little bit differently. And I could deliver it a little differently, but you're still about to get
The
how
truth.
like I
Uh,
can't stop that. I can't stop
it's and when it's instilled in you to be real and to be authentic, a lot of people are not going to want to be around you. You notice a lot of people that's real and authentic don't have a lot of friends. You know
that. And
why?
that's
Because a lot
okay.
of people cannot accept the truth. People gonna come across you, especially if you're a light. You a light. You're being a light. So people not gonna like that. Oh, he being real. Da, da, da. Even some parents are gonna get
Me?
mad. I have
Yeah.
grown like I'm 33. I have grown to learn that the things that I thought back then, I see now. Like wow, like they really were just trying to help me. Like they really were
Yeah.
just trying to help me, give me the real. Like even with my sister, like for shout out to my sisters, all of them. Like I see now, like what I didn't see when I was 16 when I had my first son.
Yeah.
I didn't see okay, like the work to put in as being a mother. Like from there to now, I have grown. Like okay, yeah, now I see what I didn't see because now my son's 16, and I'm like,
Hmm.
okay, yeah, he into different things. So you begin to learn. It's been a learning process for me. Like I said, I became a mom at 16. So and I was like, man, why y'all doing all this for my baby? Now? Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you for helping me. Like I can truly say thank you for helping me for actually getting me to where I am now. Because a
Yeah.
lot of people don't have help, and if I didn't have help, I probably would have went crazy back then. I was
And
16
that's
becoming
how it is.
a so
Nah, shout out to everybody that put that support in because obviously, man, you that's life changing kind of stuff, man. Like I said, with me working in schools, I ended with kids that's 13-year-old with babies, and
yeah,
so that school became that support, especially when most of the time we put our kids out the house when they had kids. We different cultures do the same thing, they just do it in a different way. Like they disown their children, like they do all those kind of things, and not knowing like um, those relationships help grow these people. Like for me, I am very very particular with who I give that kind of like energy to, or who I am not. People, Devin is real laid back, Devin real chill, Devin this, but I'm a people person at the same time. However, I'm very selective of who I'm a people person with, like the group, the people
my
that I'm with.
discernment is on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got to be, you have to be, especially in this industry as well. I don't kiss nobody ass, like I just don't. For what? Like for what? I feel like what's for me is for me. What God got for me and what He got planned for me is gonna be there regardless.
it's gonna
And
come
so
your way. Yeah,
it's man, like it's just the road I'm take to get to it. Like even the road I may have took the scenic route, but I was supposed to go that route. I was
yeah,
supposed to go see those challenges down this way because guess what? When I get to the next level, those challenges that was right there, I'm gonna be
yeah,
able to conquer them on this next level. I've seen this before, so that's how I think. I'm a real glass half empty, glass half full type of thought process. I see the good in everything.
yeah,
Like it hurt me, but I needed that hurt. Now I
yeah,
know when it come again, boom, I know how to react. I know what my tools are that I got to use that's in my bag. God gave us all tools to activate. It's just us to use them now. Like every
yeah.
situation that happens, God has equipped us already with the ability to overcome it. We're human. That's what we're supposed to do.
He knew it
Like
was
that's
gonna happen before
yeah,
we knew it was gonna happen. It was just a part of our story,
yeah. He already gave it to us.
our
Here you
journey.
go. All right,
He know.
take that
He
hammer
know what
out.
we can handle. We can't handle. Like he ain't gonna put no more on us than we can handle.
Yeah, they say it all the time, and even when he do, he gonna have the people to help you.
Right there to help you.
He
Yes.
gonna carry you. He gonna, hey God, I need you to pick me up today, fam. Pick me up today, fam. Me and God.
I call it divine connections around you. He's not gonna put nobody around you that he know cannot deal with you.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, literally. I
And
feel
he
like
gonna remove the ones that don't.
exactly. I feel like God have placed people in my life that know me that can deal with me. Like, okay, yeah, she crazy, but she's lovable. You know,
Yeah,
she's lovable. She's kind, sweet. You know.
that's it,
So,
man.
who are you outside of all this? All of your roles. Who are you outside?
Outside, I am. Oh my gosh, man. I'm chill. I'm chill, man. I don't sit down. I don't sit down. I would say that I can't sit down. I feel like there's something to do. Like
Hmm.
if you're sitting around not doing nothing, I feel like I have to be doing something. Whether it's creating something, whether it's studying, like I have so many projects, that I could be studying for, or I got, my platform that I'm getting ready to create. I got my short stories and my things that I'm writing right now. I just feel like it's always something. So for me, man, I'm an active creator. I'm an athlete, so I'm always doing something athletic. I drive all the time. Um, yeah,
You a family person?
I used to be friendly. I'm not friendly anymore. I think
Family,
that
family, family. Like,
family. Oh yeah, family. Yeah, yeah. My kids, they actually live in St. Louis, so they don't live down in Dallas with me. So outside of that, definitely. Yeah, family first with everything. That's what I do. Family first, man, because your family is, whether
backbone.
you are with them or not, you're gonna need your family for something. And a lot of people are like, man, I don't got no family. I got no family. I got my friends are my family, and I respect that. But your friends became an extension of family. So
Yeah.
that's yeah, yeah.
If there's one country you could travel to, and with your everything that you're doing, where would you go?
Africa, easily,
Mm.
easily. I want to actually go there anyways. I want to go to the pyramids, see the Great Sphinx. I want to do that. So, and I want to go there and I want to dance with a lot of those kids.
Yeah.
Uh, I want to do that. I love tigers and lions, so I want to be up close and personal with the animals. Those particular animals. I don't like all the other stuff, but tigers and lions, those are my spirit animals. Uh, yeah, there. I wanted, that was my actual thing when I actually decided to go there. I wanted to do a video with the kids and just come up with some routines, man. Um, my brother went actually last year, or was it this year? They actually went, man, and they like donated shoes, clothes, all that kind of stuff, man. They did a big deal out there, and I was like, I gotta get there. So that would probably be one place that I would.
I think it humbles you a lot.
Yeah, yeah,
I think it humbles you a lot and let you know like not to complain because sometimes we complain and people out there worse than us, you know. So
yeah,
way
but
worse
yeah,
than us. Yeah.
yeah.
So if you had advice to give men, women, anybody, what would your advice be today?
My advice that I
Not
would
just the
give,
industry, just period. Like what would be your advice?
period.
Yeah.
Um, it's just hard. I always have so many things to say until it's time to say it. The first thing I ain't gonna lie, the thing that keep coming to my head right now is keep God first. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Is keep God first. Understanding like we run from trials. Like we run from pain. We run from any kind of challenges when we actually should be embracing those challenges. We should be embracing that pain because again, that is like I just said earlier, it is growing you for the next level. It is growing you for what's going on. You had to experience something in order to know that you can either overcome or you can't. It's like working out as a personal trainer. I know that starting off with somebody basic, they're not about to be out here lifting 100 pounds. You're
Yeah.
not doing that. Like, no, you try that and you'll hurt yourself. However,
Yes.
gradually building up, you understand, like, yeah, you're gonna feel that soreness later on. You're gonna feel that all of that. You need that because now you either use that feeling as motivation or understanding like now you got to do something different with yourself, man. You start running, man. I need to start running a little bit more because you tired as hell. You start going up steps, man. Why am I tired going up these goddamn steps? I need to start exercising. I need to start eating better. You needed to feel that in order for you to understand that there's a change that need to be made.
In your body.
So
Yeah.
yeah, in your body, in your mind, in your heart, your health, especially with your health, man. Your health is your wealth. Like I deal with a lot of stuff, but
Yeah.
again, for me, I'm just embrace the challenges, man. Everything is hard. You just learn how to handle hard better.
Learn how to handle it. You grow. You grow. Growing pains, as they say.
Literally, literally,
Literally
literally
growing.
growing, especially as you get older. Oh
Yeah,
man,
that's why I said, like, I have
get that
my
joint
mindset
juice.
that I had at 16 to now at 33 with my kids. It's like, okay, yeah, now I see I needed that help, God. Like, I sent my sister a text and I was like, thank you for being a mother, because she's an auntie, and it was like a thing that said aunties, are still mothers that are not mothers.
Yeah,
My sister don't
yeah,
have kids, but I sent her that. She was like, did you send it to the wrong person? I was like, no, I sent it to you. Like, I sent it to you. It's just the growth in my life and the changes that I have experienced. Like, from 16 to 33 now, I'm like, okay, yeah. I
yeah,
thank God for that help, because I see other young mothers that don't have that help. And it's hard when you don't have that help, because like you're saying, some other cultures, they put you out or they disown you and they don't have help.
yeah.
And
Uh,
I think that's one of my callings as well, like to help the young women that have been through things like that. I haven't got the
Yeah,
same.
you use your platform. You
Yeah,
got your platform that you're able to use right now. And so even with me being able to speak, and you're doing exactly that. And so God connected us for a reason. God connected everybody for a reason. Whoever's listening to this and whoever's going to listen to this later is for a reason. Like whoever's supposed to hear it is supposed to hear
yeah.
it.
And that
And
was one of my goals, is getting on the platform, like, for other people to hear other stories, because you never know what a person is going through when they get on and they hear, and they be like, wow, this other person is going through way worse than me, and I'm sitting up here complaining, like, thank
yeah,
you, Lord. Like, we have a tendency to complain when we going through, like, literally, like my brother preached about this Sunday, long suffering. Stop complaining in what you're going through. Why you gotta praise through everything, the good, the
yeah.
bad, the ugly. And, like,
Dance in the storm. I dance in the storm every day. I dance in the storm every single day, genuining it out in the rain, water, the rains and all of that. I
yeah,
mean, because I know that at the end of the day, it's gonna be sunshine. At the end of the day,
somebody in the trail.
so
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it's really a light at the end of that trail.
Embrace the pain, people. Embrace the challenges. Embrace it all. It doesn't mean that you're not gonna have things happen to you. It doesn't mean that you're not gonna have those struggles. It doesn't mean that those things are not gonna be there. Just embrace it while you're in it. Take bits and pieces from that testimony that you're living in. Take bits and pieces of the struggles that you're going through and learn how to not go back into that space, and then be able to pass that on, give that game to somebody else. I was there before, blah 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 blah. This is this,
Yeah,
this is that. This is how I overcame. Everybody's journey is different. What's for you is not going to be for me. What's for me is not going to be for you. However, there's going to be some kind of similarity somewhere that you could get. Let me throw me that real fast.
I've
Okay,
been
thank
through
you.
that. I've been through that.
There
Yeah, okay. Let me give you
you
some
go.
game on it. I've been through that. Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
how I take it. That's how I take it. Do
This,
you
this
have
how I talk every day.
Do you have any questions for me?
I'll say, I like what you're doing. So,
Thank you.
what is your plan for your podcast 5 years from now? Like, what is your uh, what is that? What does that
It's
look like for
crazy
you?
because it's in the book. Like, I got a part two of my book, but it's like, in this book, this lady gets number one with her podcast around the world. And that's my goal, to be number one around the world, not just in the US, but outside. I've interviewed people from
Yeah,
Trinidad and Jamaica. I interviewed two people from outside of the US. So that's my goal, is to be number one.
yeah,
And for my platform to actually, you can get on here, you can see it, and you can look back at it and take advice from the people that's been on there. Take advice from me. Like, the when I watch my videos, and every video, somebody has given me something to push myself. It motivates me. So,
yeah.
like, this is not just a journey for everyone, is also for me as well. It's a healing journey, because you never know what
Definitely.
a person has went through. The people I have interviewed and encountered with, like, every interview, I go back and I watch it, I listen, like it's something I done caught from it. You know,
Yeah.
it's the little things. That's why I plan for in 5 years for my platform to be like number one in the world. Like they gotta know my name from here, from the US to the islands. Like I'm trying to be out there. Like even with my books, like in my book that I'm coming out with now, like I said, it's like she's number one in the US. She's been turning her books into movie. They got like 3 series. They number one. Like that's my goal. Like it's not
Yep.
just about me. It's to help others as well. I want y'all to read that book, these books, and be like, oh wow, she
Yeah.
went through some.
So listening to you, and now I'm about to put on my
Uh,
put on my life coach hat real fast. So
that's fine.
I'm listening to you. All right. So that's your 5 years. So
Yeah.
what do you have for your short term now? So if you got that's your main for right here. How is
Mhm.
your promotion going? How is the push of you actually doing this? What steps are you doing? Like, are you ready to encounter the people that's the naysayers, the people that are gonna be like, man, who is this? You ain't nobody. Blah blah blah. Like, how are you doing this? How are you gonna the mental thing? How is that being as a parent? All of these things that you're putting now, like, are you putting everything in there?
It's
And in
it's
this
hard.
space, like, what
It's
you got?
hard because I'm doing it by myself.
You're
So
not
like
doing it by
I'm
yourself.
doing.
Stop that. You're not doing it by yourself.
I'm,
We gotta change that mental thoughts of what you're doing. You're not doing it by yourself.
I'm not
First of
doing it
all,
by myself. You know, I know God is with me,
that
but
there
like,
we go. Nope, nope, nope. So nope. I gotta stop you. No, we gotta stop you. What you put out in that atmosphere with those words and stuff, and when we throw, man, it will tend to grow legs, and it's gonna no. God has you. He's gonna make sure that whatever your goals are for the 5 years and the things and the tests and trials that you are getting ready to go through for this space, he's already got you there. He's just waiting for you to walk in what you already have. He's already ordained that in your life. So therefore, you are now ready to go. There's no buts. There's no ifs. There's no I'm doing it. That's all it is. I'm going to do this. I know that this is going to happen, but he already taken care of that for me. That's
amen,
the thought process that we have to move with. That's why I move how I move. There's nobody that can tell me something different than what God already did for me. You know what I
amen,
mean? That's for everybody. So nope, change that thought process. Everybody, if y'all listening, change it.
amen. I received it. I received it. I think I just be a little hard on myself sometimes. You know, because doing this process or whatever, it'd be like when I first started, I always tell people when I first started my journey, I never think it would get here because when I first started, I was doing it in person and people was like, "Oh, I can't do it, I can't do it," and I stopped. And then somebody was like, "Why you stop doing your podcast?" Like, and then I ran across something on the internet with the radio. It's a satellite radio. It's called a Block 105 radio. So I put my podcasts on there. I started putting my podcasts on there. Then it was like, okay. From there, it was like everybody just was like, come in. Then I got to doing the interviews and sending out invites, and it was like I didn't think people was gonna really hit me back. So I'm like, okay, go. Every time I felt like I felt pressure, like I can't do this, somebody inboxed me, somebody hit me back, and so I was like, all right, well, this must be my calling. God got me doing this for a reason because it's not going. It's just falling in place. Like they just come, 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 come. So I'm like, thank you, Lord. Every time I try to feel like I'm gonna give up, you know, it's like, here you go. Where you going? Where you going, girl? This is for you. Like I'm building this platform for you. Like, and that's just with me. Like I said, it's a healing and a growing process for me. You know. So.
And that's your outlet. That's your way of doing that, and you need that. Whether you got 7 people watching or 50,000 people watching, the people that got those 50,000, they started at 7 people watching, and it just stayed consistent. Like people look at, like for me, I'm guilty of this. I'm guilty of others. Like I look at people that's been doing this. Man, they got 10,000 followers. How they get that? They got 15,000 followers.
Man.
How they get that? And you wish that tomorrow yours is at 10,000. But understanding, like, no, everybody that's starting to follow me or the people that are starting to be connected to me are there for a reason. They're legit something or somebody that's going to be a part of my journey in some way, shape, or form. So yeah, they may have gotten that, but you don't know what their journey was to get to that. Like
Yeah.
we base our stuff off what somebody else. We don't know what they had to do to get to that space. Their
I
time is
go
that's
through.
theirs. Now live in yours, live in your space. You know what I mean? Clean up your house, fix your mat, do what you got to do, and just get and just work. So everybody that I see on my people, even with my social media is strategic. Like
Mhm.
everything or everybody that's on my stuff is there for a reason. It's strategic. There's people that's getting eliminated. There's people that's getting added, but it's all for a reason. So even my whatever when my page got hacked last year, all my stuff got hacked. I had my stuff for since 2005. All of it got hacked, and people's like, "Man, why you block me? Why you?" I'm like, "No, my stuff got hacked. I don't even know your stuff no more." That was God cleaning out the space for where I am now, for where I'm getting ready to go. He had to get rid of
Everybody
all of
can't
that
go with
stuff.
you.
He
Everybody
had
can't go
to.
with you where you're going, especially to the next level. When you get ready to level up, you can't have everybody with you because everybody not gonna support you. People say they'll support you and be there for you, but they end up just doing what they're doing. God got to remove them for a reason, you know. And we put ourselves on hold sometimes because we go back to something God told us to leave alone a long time ago, you know. And I'm guilty of that, so you know.
Yeah, we all are. We all are. They were there for a reason. They were left there for a reason. That was that season. And like I said, I was hurt. I was hurt. I was like, oh, my pictures, all the people, man, they just start. Oh,
I
man,
mean,
what?
it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, but He do things for a reason. Like
But the way
literally,
he's been doing it has been
hard
crazy.
pain. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. But in the end, you know, we all figure out like why He did it. Like, okay, Lord, you did that because I was going this place, and that person wasn't gonna be able to handle where you were going.
Mm-hmm. You had to eliminate him. Had to be eliminated. So it's all good though.
Yeah.
It's
Can
all
you tell everybody where to find you at?
Yes, yes. Everyone, you can all find me on all social media platforms at Dev the Actor. Facebook, Instagram, Dev the Actor. My TikTok is actually Dev Duh with DA, Dev the Actor. Um, yeah, man, I just be on there. I post funny stuff. I post inspirational stuff, man. I post a little bit of everything. Um, yeah, a lot of my movies and stuff, especially. So if people want to actually check out what projects I got coming out or that's already out, I post my IMDb all the time, so y'all can go check that out. That's IMDb is the actor's resume. Um, the stuff that they're a part of, you go tap that in. That's Arneo Devin Brooks. So yeah, yeah. See me on the big screen. That's where y'all can see me at. See me.
Right? Me too. Me too. Me
What?
too.
We there. We there.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming on my platform. Thank you so much for the motivation today. Like, I really
For sure.
thank God for this meeting. I really thank God for getting a chance to come interact with you. And I really thank you. I hopefully to see more of you. Like, I
Oh,
thank you
for
so
sure.
much. Thank you so much. And I
Hey,
hope you have
keep
a
shining.
wonderful and blessed day.
I appreciate it, y'all. Keep shining. Keep God first. I
Thank
got it. Have a good one.
you. You too. Bye bye.